everyone. Today I'm going to talk about problem solving and emotional intelligence. People often feel that problems have always been one of the core areas where emotions do not matter. In fact, this is the area where emotions matter the most. Because whenever we are in problem, we are unable to think straight. As a matter of fact, we become a little impulsive and take up the first solution that comes in our way. Is that the right way of problem solving? The answer is no. Now, how can emotional intelligence help us in solving a problem? It's often seen that while people are in problem solving mode, they are blaming external circumstances or a particular person who's external. The fact is, we have to separate people from problems and look at problem in a neutral manner. We have to go to the root cause of the problem. This is where we need to get analytical. And we can be analytical only when we are in charge of our emotions. Not to become impulsive. Test the reality, facts, figures, data. All this needs to be done in a dispassionate manner. Remember, we have to look at the fact in a neutral manner by neutralizing the emotions. So whenever we are in a problem situation, try to neutralize emotions. It's easier said than done. Remember that the problem is an opportunity for us to probably innovate, find an out-of-box solution, and then that's how it matters. So there are some problems which are good to have. It's excellent that we put ourselves in a problem-solving mode. While doing so, very important, quickly take the stock of the situation. Ascertain the stakes, how high they are. Ascertain the real cause of problem rather than a thought or an emotion. Or, fourth, completely stop blame game. Fifth, most importantly, people are not your problems. Okay? Look at problem away from the people. Quickly get into the analytical mode. I always use a fishbone diagram, which is also called as cause analysis. Okay, root cause analysis, where we ascertain the end result, the problem area, then like a fishbone, we draw a diagram where there are multiple areas, its causes, its effects, so on and so forth. We ascertain that. Once we have ascertained, once we have done the root cause analysis, look at various possible solutions and possible outcomes. Generate as many options as possible. And this is where it's very important that you connect with people. The people connection comes with emotional intelligence. When you stop getting frightened of the problem, when you stop getting fearful of the problem, when you include others, all the important stakeholders, brainstorm, value each other's opinions, and then generate various options. Look at the final impact that it's going to make, and impact on the relationship with your colleagues, your friends, your family, or all the stakeholders involved in it, and stop getting impulsive. Ascertain if you're getting impulsive, you would be creating more complicated problems for future. So impulse control is a very important aspect of emotional intelligence. Just pause for a moment. Think about all the impulses that are coming in the way. Rather than jumping onto a solution, make a good decision, find a right solution which is appropriate for that time. Keep reviewing it and do it in a dispassionate manner. Give a neutral feedback. Have a complete review of the way the things are. So I always say the way the things are without adding adjectives to it. Agree or disagree, but commit. Once a decision has been made, once a solution has been agreed on, though put out all your individual differences and agree to a common solution. C, implement in the timeline given, and D, review it quickly. Once you've done that, you'll be able to find more solutions in an effective manner and implement them for future. Thank you very much.